Two principles have to underpin what we do. The first is that we in Europe know how long and painful the journey towards liberty can be. What we've learnt in Europe the hard way is that we need deep democracy, respect for the rule of law, freedom of speech, respect for human rights, an independent judiciary, and impartial administration. It requires enforceable property rights and free trade unions. Not just about changing governments, but about building the right institutions and the right attitudes. The spectre of religious intolerance casts its shadow. Witness the recent events in Egypt, finding its excuse in uncertain times to play on fear and to wreak destruction. Honourable members, freedom of religion or belief is a universal human right that must be protected everywhere. We need to condemn all those who seek to use religious belief as a means of oppression and support those who advocate tolerance, whether in Syria, in Pakistan, in Egypt or elsewhere. Mr. President, the Syrian people will not bow to tanks. We say to the regime to change course and to change course now. And Mr. President, in our eastern neighbourhood, in Belarus, where President Lukashenko failed to use last December's presidential elections to show his readiness for change and a more open and democratic European society. Not only did he not take this chance, but in using violence against peaceful demonstrators and multiplying the number of political prisoners, he has shown contempt for democracy and the rule of law. There are members of this House who wish we had a stronger defence and security policy. I say to them this: in the last few weeks and months, we've seen how far we've come in some ways, but in this, I would say, honourable members, how far we still have to go. But, honourable members, we need to get faster and smarter in how we do this. And I'm the first person to say and admit that there's much more we need to do. So let us also be clear. Gaddafi must go from power and must end his regime.